All right, guys, Rooster here in Tennessee, roostercb.com. Probably one of my quickest selling, highest demand used radios that I get in. You guys know I do a lot of wheeling and dealing on used stuff. A lot of times I'll take used stuff in on trade on new radios. So Galaxy DX99v, and this is a pretty damn nice one. I just got done selling one of these that was pretty nice as well, but this one may even be in a little bit better shape. So generally when I list these, they don't last very long. Pretty high demand. I have people message me all the time asking me if I have any available. So as you guys know, this was the Mac Daddy of Galaxy radios back in the day. Probably one of the most popular export radios ever made, I would say. Most notorious, iconic was the 99V. This was like the one that everybody wanted back when you had the 33s, 44s, 55s, 66, 73, 77, 88, and 99. That series of radios, probably the most popular series of radios that Galaxy ever put out. And the 99 was the top of the food chain back then. Dual final radio, does not have an amp in it, but it is a dual final, high power radio. Fully loaded with all the features that they had back in the day. Take a look across the front here. Roger beep. Obviously working there. Noise blanker. Echo, robot voice changer. We'll test all that stuff here in a second. Your 10K hop obviously works. And then down here, pretty self-explanatory with all the controls. Variable power, echo, fine and coarse tone. The big meter on it. So there you guys go. That's just a quick overview of the radio. Again, this one will be up for sale. roostercb.com. I always put a link to the listing down in the video. So if you're looking for where it's for sale, roostercb.com, and there will be a link in the comment section of the video. But again, nice radio. Sales for the radio only and free shipping. No microphone, no power cord. That's the way I received it, so that's the way I'll be selling it. If you need those things, they are available on the website. Okay, so let's get into it here, test it. I'm just going to key up our Cobra 90 here. There's your receive test, just to show that the radio does receive. For our power output today, we'll be testing at 14.7 volts, so that's your reference for the voltage being used on this radio. And we'll just listen through our Cobra 90 to make sure that our lovely features work here. Starting with the robot. So there you go. That's just me mumbling in the mic. Audio, this is the echo. Audio check. 1, 1, 2. Audio, radio check, radio check. So sounds good on the echo. And then the voice changer. Radio check, 1, 2, 3. Can I highlight your neighbor and make them think that they got a demon talking to them? This is the option for you. Audio check, 1, 2, 3. Audio. So if that's your thing, the voice changer works as well. Okie dokie, the main part of the video, let's check the power output of it here and see how this guy does. Let's turn our RF power wide open for the sake of testing it here, and then we'll roll it all the way down. So 50 watt slug, 50 watt scale, that's the middle scale. Wide open, looks like we're rolling with about 8 watts there. Hello, audio. About 25 average. All the way down. Audio. About what, 12, 13. Audio. So average power comes down a little bit. PEP, audio check 1, 2, 3. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Audio. That's a 50, so let's check it with 100 and see what it's doing. Oh, there's a 100 watt slug. Put myself on the spot here. I didn't have one sitting here handy and ready. Audio 1, 2, 3. Audio 1, 2, 3. Showing about 55 or so. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Audio. Bottom scale there, so about 55. Now we'll just go to upper sideband. Hello, audio 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. About the same. Lower sideband. Hello, check audio 1, 2, 1, 2. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Audio 1, 2. Audio 1, 2. Audio. 7 amps. and doing about the same. FM, would you look at that? This radio is like 20-something years old and it has FM. That's for those people out there that thought FM was like a brand new mode of operation that had never been seen before on the radio. The radio is like 20 plus years old and it has FM on it. I like giving people a hard time about the FM thing. Let's see. So there's your FM power, 50 watt slug. 8 watts. Down to nothing. If you're ever curious about kind of how FM works, you got a 4 amp carrier there, or a 4 amp draw there on an 8 watt carrier. Let's just go to AM. If I flip over to AM with RF power wide open, it's the same thing. So that's what I've tried to tell people. It's picking me up here. This radio's got some audio to it. Your AM carrier and your FM output power, they're basically the same sort of, the power that they're putting out is basically the same. So a 10 watt carrier on AM is essentially the same as 10 watts on FM. That's why when you have a radio that does 150 watts PEP on AM, you don't look at it and say, well, why does it do 150 PEP on AM, but it only does 40 watts on FM? Well, you wouldn't want it to do 150 watts on FM because that would be the equivalent to that radio basically keying or having an AM carrier that's 100% of what it's capable of producing. Like, it wouldn't make any sense. Obviously, it'd be a radio that would not last very long. But anyway, that's a little bit of a sidetrack there. DX99v, guys, up on the website, roostercb.com. We'll get some pictures of it, get it listed up. And good luck to whoever gets this one. Burning some of the midnight oil here. You never know when I'm going to post some videos up. Just depends. Did a lot of wheeling and dealing today, so came in, took a little siesta. I had a fiesta, and then I took a siesta. And now I'm up doing a little bit of catching up. So thanks, everybody. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. See you, bye.